Hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you. Today, we're going to be talking about Bath and Body Works Iced Winter Balsam. Now, if you happen to have caught my, what was it, the Candle Day haul video that I put up maybe about, a little over a week ago now, I mentioned that this is a fragrance that was not originally on my radar. However, when I ventured into the store on that fateful Candle Day, I picked up this candle and sniffed it and thought, I really like that fragrance. Now, fun fact about me, you guys, I actually don't really love the fresh balsam scent from Bath and Body Works, which is why I was a little bit caught off guard that I liked this fragrance so much. So, in this review, I am going to share with you the burn performance, what my nose is smelling, and let you know if I think that this candle is worth a purchase for you. So this is one of their standard 3-wick, what is this, 14 and a half ounce vessels that Bath and Body Works is known for. I do believe that the price point on this candle is $24.95, not $26.95, which was something that quite honestly made me a little bit nervous when I was purchasing this candle because back during the summer SAS, I had a pretty bad experience with a lot of the candles that were marked at that $24.95 price point. And personally, I felt it was like a little bit deceptive of Bath and Body Works to purposely maybe adjust the price point on some of their SAS candles or like candles that were created specifically for that event. I know that they do that in an attempt to try to cut down on exchanges, which I wouldn't have a problem with, except I felt like the quality of those candles was far less than some of the other candles that I had received. So that kind of like left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. However, I am happy to say that so far this candle is performing decently for me in terms of the wicks. This candle does have some of those, I wouldn't call them thinner wicks, but they are thinner than those tree stump wicks. These are not the tree stump wicks. These are the ones that have like that zinc core in the middle. And you can tell, I mean, we'll really look at the performance here in just a minute, but you can tell from even just what you can see here, we've got some pretty healthy flames going. May I even dare to say that they are pretty aggressive flames going on this one. But before we talk about the performance, let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes on this candle. They are listed as frozen eucalyptus, sugared pine, and fresh balsam. So what does my nose detect? Well, honestly, you guys, this is a fragrance that is available in many stores, and I know that Bath and Body Works is pretty easily accessible to most people. To me, the difference with this fragrance from their regular, like fresh balsam, is that there is kind of a sugared note in here. This is not as astringent to my nose as fresh balsam. That is why I typically don't really like that fragrance. It can come across a little bit like too harsh to my nose. The eucalyptus, I do detect a little bit in here, but then again, this is not an overly eucalyptus fresh fragrance to me. There is a little bit of that in there. I think that that is actually what probably separates this candle more so from the vanilla balsam fragrance, because otherwise I do get a little bit of a sugared note in here. There is a little bit of sweetness. I actually think the more that I burn this candle, that it would really, really complement their fragrance Winter. That one has a little bit more of like a clove and slight pomander. Not really. I mean, it's not heavily. I have a lot of other candles in my collection that are definitely more orange pomander type of fragrance to me, but I do feel like this is like a cousin to their winter fragrance, which I'm not mad about. I do like that scent. It's a little bit different, but I would say that it is in the same fragrance family. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance on this candle. So like I said, you can see we've got some pretty healthy flames going on here. I have been having to trim the wicks after each burn, and I would honestly caution you guys to probably only let this candle burn 2.5 hours, maximum of 3 hours with each burn, because otherwise I do think that you are going to get some sooting. And like I said, this candle has been burning for about an hour and a half right now. And look at how deep the wax pool is and how aggressive the flames are. I don't know if you can really see that from that angle, but if I get really up close there, I mean, you can really see that they are burning. This candle is burning pretty hot and pretty fast. This is about it's either the fourth or fifth burn that I've been doing on this candle. And I'm already, just slightly below the halfway mark on this candle. Now let's go ahead and talk about the strength and throw, because this is a fragrance that, similar to the evergreen and fir fragrance, I'm kind of experiencing the same thing, and I think that it's interesting to note because they do have very similar wicks on them. The wicks are both pretty aggressive, or the flames, I should say, are pretty aggressive on both of those candles, and I'm experiencing the same thing. So the first burn of this candle, I could definitely smell it a lot more. I would say the first two burns, the strength and throw was a little bit higher. I would put it at maybe around like a 7 in terms of strength and throw. I had it out here in the open concept living room, and I could definitely smell it all throughout the living room. Wasn't necessarily throwing all the way into the kitchen, but it was noticeable. Wasn't a smack me in the face type of fragrance, but again, distinguishable. I did have it burning. I did have in the other room, I had a Christmas Story from Caramel Sundays burning, and that one is a very heavy, like orange pomander type of fragrance, and they complemented each other really well. However, after that second burn, I did notice on the third and fourth burns, this one's my fifth one, I did notice a decrease in the strength and throw. I would rank this one currently somewhere around a 5 in terms of strength and throw. If I put it in the master bedroom, which is more closed concept, lower ceilings, I can smell it pretty well in there. But if I'm burning it out here in the open concept living room, it's getting lost. I'm not smelling it as strongly. And again, when I'm pairing it with that other fragrance, which is the orange pomander scent from Caramel Sundays, that fragrance is actually overpowering this one. Even if I burn it like in a bedroom, it's starting to throw outside of the bedroom and into the living room, and it's overtaking this fragrance. So the fragrance itself, I really enjoy. However, the performance, I want it to be a little bit more. And I will tell you that I know I did do a review on evergreen and fir last week, and I am actually almost done burning that candle, and I did experience the same thing. It started out pretty strong for me, but once I hit that halfway mark, I did notice a marked decrease in strength and throw, which is interesting because the flames are actually still burning pretty hot for me, but the fragrance output is not what it was at the beginning of the candle's burn time. So that's a little bit disappointing. I wish that Bath and Body Works would look into that and see how they can improve upon that, because otherwise they have a really nice fragrance here. I know that this is not a new fragrance. It is new to me. I've never had this one before. And like I said, I really do like it. Do I like it more than evergreen and fir? No, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. I like it, but I think for me, because it's in that same fragrance family as winter, I feel like it's not backup worthy or hoard worthy for me, whereas evergreen and fir is slightly more unique in my candle collection. And personally, I really think that that's a fragrance that's slightly more unique to in the Bath and Body Works lineup, because they don't tend to I feel like they tend to stay within the balsam family a lot. They don't really branch out into other tree notes, in my opinion. Then again, you guys, I'm not like a big I'm not like the Bath and Body Works historian, but just from what I have seen over the last few years, I feel like they tend to stick with balsam tree fragrances, and do little offshoots of that, like vanilla balsam or whatnot. But anyways, this candle does get one thumb up for me for the fragrance itself. I'm curious to see if I were to throw this in a candle crock, if I would get improved strength and throw out of it. I might do that. Not sure. Maybe. We'll see. You guys know I don't always love using my candle crocks because I feel like it locks me into particular fragrances, but I might do that, just because I have a couple of scents that I think would pair nicely with it. But I did pick this up during Candle Day. I had a coupon, so I think I ended up spending like a little over $8 for this candle. And so I feel like at that price point, I'm content with the performance of it. But if I were to have paid any more than I would say $10 on this candle, I would be a little bit disappointed with the performance. So feel free to comment down below if you purchased this candle. How has it been burning for you? As always, if you are new to my channel, I do have listed in the description box down below the layout of my home, environmental factors, so that way you can make a comparison when I am giving you my what is already a very subjective opinion about strength and throw. You might be able to gauge how it would compare with your home layout or the age of your home, all of the things that can impact the candle's performance. So please hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. It helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I like to do a lot of dedicated reviews like this, as well as hauls, empties, and a lot of fun candle content in between. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.